I am not a teacher. An instructor, yeah. Motivator, mover, yeah. Shapeshifter, yeah. In the way of getting inside people's minds and hearts to get them to understand where their creative level is. But I'll tell you what, though. Teachers and motivators, as well as instructors, we all share the same emotional connections that involve the measurement of learning. Who is growing versus which students are stalled? More importantly, the question is, why are they stalled? I did some research, and it shows that 80% of today's students are experiencing stunted behavioral and socio-emotional development. And get this, 56% is the increase in disruptions in every classroom. 56%. Another study shows a lack of activities such as athletics, drama, and band have brutalized motivation, because without it, all things connected to gaining growth in education suffers, resulting in expectations not being met. My deeper question is this: what kind of void is being created? I openly admitted to those that attended my lecture yesterday how my teaching today is nowhere near how I was once able to push students into taking creative chances. In fact, rather than standing in front of them at the podium, my choice yesterday was to sit with them and calmly ask questions. How can I help you meet what everybody out there in the real world is going to expect? How can we do this? Hey, it's Arrow. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. It's stuff like this, man. You got to break it down. You got to work it out. And this is how you're able to take what you have experienced and turn it into tools. Because I can guarantee you that every single teacher, instructor, motivator, shapeshifter, mover, whatever, has gone through several different changes in order to help keep the word growing forward into generations. Because we've created a void. There's a void that's happened since COVID-19, the lockdown. And I can't imagine what's going on in China right now, who is still facing lockdowns. This is The Daily Mess. The swiftness of time can never be tamed, only accepted. In doing so, the daily goal and discipline is to make it clear to the inner self that you are that having the ability to accomplish things on time is a moment of being present. Why is this important? Because procrastination has been accepted as being natural behavior. You damn right I had to do some research, and it shows that it buys you enough time to think. It's called conserving your resources. Where I find fault in this is that it's time you aren't going to get back. To bring growth to a career or community takes time. But if you're not getting it back, how do we benefit from it? Benefiting from the growth is the expectation. But if society accepts procrastination, resources have an avenue to dry up. I drive by multiple construction sites that have been silent for months leading into years. How many trees and other living things in nature were wasted because that project has been stalled, procrastinated? Now, how does it affect the human? When you stall in your own life, when you set things aside, listen, I'm going to be very honest with you. I can't believe how fast becoming a 60-year-old man took place. Sure, it felt like forever to get through high school. But then all of a sudden, once out here in this real world, you're how old? Oh my God, you're old. You're old. But I'm not. But the thing is that people will sit there and they'll go, so you got to do this, and this. Yes, the answer is yes, because that is my favorite word. Yes, I want to do that. Why? Because I've never done it. In September of 2020, right smack dab in the middle of the COVID-19 lockdown, I needed people so bad in my life because I work for a movie promotion company. I'm a podcaster. I'm constantly in front of people at weddings and different celebrations and things because of the music service. I'm always with people. But during the lockdown, I was going butt crazy. I had to have people. So I took a chance. I said yes. I didn't procrastinate. I said yes to an essential job at a grocery store. And my now what has been the greatest decision I've ever made, because now I'm asking, why did it take me so long to have a job with real, honest to God people as our guests? Because when you go to your normal everyday 9 to 5 position in history and you're working with the same 15 to 30 people every day, it's different. And the reason why is because if you're not in retail, you're not face to face with the receiver of the product that you've got. But the thing is that we all want to get out there to be with those people, but we're procrastinating. We're going, yeah, I'll do that when I get around to it. Look at the way that we procrastinate about cleaning the house, mowing the lawn. I openly admitted in my lecture yesterday, this beautiful forest here in South Charlotte, we planted 1,700 trees in 1997 because I didn't want to mow the lawn anymore. So I had this bright idea. Turn it into a forest. Connect all the other forests around you to this forest. There's beauty here in this forest today because we took a chance in 1997. But if we had not taken that chance to spend those several weeks putting 1,700 seedlings in the ground, what would this forest look like today? We've got to move forward. We've got to have teachers and leaders to be able to remotivate those that are going to be making big decisions very soon. Look, I just read an article not too long ago. It was based on how powerful is Generation Z. The article said one thing, extremely. And they want things, and they're going to be making decisions that are going to change things. I'm Errol, and that's the Daily Mess.